In the last 4 to 5 years, we've seen the rise in popularity of custom re-mappable paddles on the backs of our controllers. An amazing feature, but unfortunately they usually come at the high cost of a pro or custom controller. That could set you back $150, sometimes even more than $200. Thankfully, the Strike Pack F.P.S has stepped in to save the day for a price point that most gamers can stomach, way less than those custom controllers. What's good, everybody? It's BBKDRAGOON here, excited to talk with you today about the Collective Minds Strike Pack F.P.S Dominator Controller Adapter. A terribly long name for a really cool product. For just $40, this gives you 2 re-mappable on-the-fly back paddles on the PlayStation 4. This is a PlayStation 4 product, really easy to use, fantastic price point, and it lets you avoid scuffs. Okay, nothing against custom controllers, nothing against scuffs. If you guys like them, have them, great. But that price point is just way too high for me, and I know way too high for many other of my gaming friends. So this pack essentially goes into the USB port on the front of the controller, has a small latch that hooks into the little speaker ports of your PlayStation 4 controller, and that's it. You're pretty much ready to roll. Now, when you boot the console, you have to do a certain order of operations of powering the controller on, and then plugging in the supplied USB cable. Unfortunately, with the Strike Pack F.P.S Dominator, you have to be wired at all times. This will not work in wireless mode. Thankfully, the pack comes with easy to follow instructions and is just super simple to set up. Once it's ready, all you need to do is hold down the little square peg above the paddle that you want to map, press the button on the controller you want to assign to it, and boom, you're ready to roll. And what's great is you can reassign these buttons on the fly, since there's no menus or nothing, it's just boom, boom, boom. Now, the Strike Pack F.P.S comes with a set of mods that you can activate, things like rapid fire, jitter, anti-recoil. There is one really cool one, the hair trigger, which essentially turns your triggers into activation mode the moment you press them, so you don't actually have to pull the trigger halfway down. Now, I didn't buy this adapter for the mods at all, I just wanted the custom re-mappable paddles. If you're interested in the mods, cool. I'm just not going to explore that here in this video. It's not something that I'm really interested in. However, I will say the one very important thing I want to share with you guys about this is the paddles are located very far around on the controller. Almost to the point where if you have small hands, these paddles will be hard to access. I would say I have medium to medium large hands, and I was able to use both the middle finger and the ring finger to use the paddles comfortably. However, if you have control freaks or things that sort of make you move your thumbs a little bit higher up on the controller, that can make the Strike Pack F.P.S really hard to use for people with small and mid-sized hands. So for younger gamers, you really want to be aware of it before purchasing the product. Look here in the shots, you can see sort of the distance that you're going to need to play at to use the paddles effectively. Collective Minds, if you guys do a version 2 of the Strike Pack, I would request a little bit different shaping on the paddles so they're a little bit lower for players to access easier. The build quality of the plastic feels very good, and luckily the paddles themselves are attached by magnets, so if you ever did throw this controller or drop it off the desk and they do land on the paddles, there's a high likelihood the magnet will pull away from the device instead of breaking the pad altogether. Overall, I highly recommend this to anybody who's looking to get re-mappable paddles on their controller. The price point is fantastic at $40, the build quality is good, easy to set up and use so long as you follow the included instructions. I love it. You know why I love it even more is these custom controllers that are $150 and $200, they're awesome, you know, for folks who pick them up, but for me, controllers wear out. The sticks get loose and come, 8-9 months after using a controller, sometimes longer, I kind of want to upgrade and get the feeling of those tight new sticks. And with things like the Xbox One Elite controller, you don't really want to do that because that's another $150, whereas the Collective Minds Strike Pack can come with you from controller to controller to controller. If you do pick them up, let me know what you think about it down in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching this video, subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.